afternoon. How are you?
Good, good.
That's good.
How's your day been?
Good, mate. Yeah, really good.
Eventful.
We had some nice moves during the day, in the morning. Really good. I'm gonna see if gold can correct this whole move up now. How's yours?
Oh, good. Yeah, it's just a good meeting in Amsterdam. It's actually quite nice to be back there. I lived there for years and still love the city.
Yeah. Are you back in Utrecht now?
Dressed, yep.
Is it there and back? How long's the train?
Oh, about half an hour.
Oh, it's super quick.
Yeah.
How'd the meeting go?
Oh, it's fine. It's just a friend of a friend who's owns a restaurant and he's got a couple of other big projects he's working on. And when he heard from our mutual friend of all my experience in that field, he really wanted to reach out. He kind of wants me to come on board to advise and to consult to get these projects underway, which sounds exciting, but I'm not sure if I've got the time for it. But we'll see. Might be able to just consult, on a more casual basis. It should be fine.
Yeah. Less responsibility. Gives you more freedom.
Not so much responsibility. Well, I guess so, but when you're talking about hospitality, it's an operational thing, and you have to really be leading by example. And I've got to pick up Sasha from school at 2:15 every day, so it's not like I can be on the ground leading a team, so I'm kind of limited in, and I think that could, I don't believe in just being a completely hands-off kind of person, not in that space. So we'll see.
Hey guys.
Hey, mate. Dave, how are you?
Yeah, that's good.
Hello. Good to see we've got another Dave in there. That's good. So we're keeping 50% Daves and 50% other people.
Yeah, that's the rules.
A pretty good split, I reckon.
Yeah.
We matched the quota today. That's good.
Yeah. We'll see who turns up next. We'll have to kick them out. All right. So this news makes things a bit tricky. So I'm mindful of the liquidity that's grabbed inside of this wick. Whether we should be trading away from that for now. Kind of gives me that impression. That 4-hour candle doesn't look very nice. So look at this 4-hour candle. So we've got 3 liquidity candles now. So 1, 2, and 3. All forcing down. So normally that's not a good sign for any longs. So I need to see some. First of all, I want to see this wick filled. The CPI revisions were they don't really give me any information. So tread carefully here. Don't want to give anything back. So if we have a look at it, initially, what would you think would be this? Would you think that's good for gold or bad for gold? If the revised December CPI down, so lower inflation. Oh, Leon's here. We need another Dave now.
We have to pause the session until we find one. So CPI has been revised down, which means that inflation is going down.
Yeah.
Which means that the possibility of rate cuts is higher, which means that currency goes down, which means gold goes up.
Yeah, that's it. Now, you look at that, and that's the December CPI revised. But what's sneaky is if you can actually go into it. Where is it? It's Forex Live. Let's go Forex Live. Okay, this one. So, December. December was, well, you saw the December print. November went up 0.1. October went up 0.1. That's a little bit
Like
sneaky, eh?
3 steps back, 1 step forward, or whatever.
Yeah, but then the core 6 month has gone down 3% from 3.3%. So this, if this is the one that we're going with, then what we're going to look for, we're going to look for gold longs. But the price action is very dangerous. Price action is very, very dangerous here. So what I'm looking for, the hour candle looks hectic bearish. I'm looking for market sentiment to push down, and I'm looking for a swift move so that the buyers, like, to suggest buyers are stepping in. And this was just a fake out. But I don't want to be first to this party. I'd rather just, you know, wait and come second. So let them do it first, and then whether we need to grab into it later, then that's fine. That makes sense.
You got any key poise just under that area? I haven't mapped it out yet.
Nah, it's bloody. It's apart from this blue line, where this is a bit of structure, we call this a little bit of demand. We've got a clean candle underneath here, which is a little bit difficult, and then we've got the all important 2020. But then underneath 2020, if we're breaking that 2020 again, then we'll be tackling this side of things. So I'm careful if we, you know, if we're breaking underneath here, I wouldn't want to be holding anything. So I'm hoping that we just get like a little fake out underneath here, and or it's going to keep on driving down. This is that demand candle. So I'd like to see some like fake outs. Personally, I'm going to give a shot to this if we can fake out below this blue line and then back above it. But also be aware that, you know, entering before NYSE can be tricky, because NYSE is likely to have that move. We saw what happened yesterday when we got everything was looking super bearish, and then NYSE opened up over here. NYSE opened here, this candle. No, sorry, there's this candle. This 5 minutes for NYSE. I'm sure there was NYSE that just shot up. Anyway, I want to trade closer to NYSE to get the move like that. So I'm just hoping that we dig a little bit lower, but not too much lower. I really kind of want to see price hold here. We've got a little 5-minute candle. Kind of broke the low though, and this is looking like a fake out. If it's trade, oh, you know. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. I think I'm early in this move, but I'm gonna give it a shot. And then I don't want to hold it if it's not doing. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I think it's early. I'm actually looking for 2050 to be hit today. Oh, there was the entry. I'll get my risk out pretty quickly on this. What I'd like to see is something close above this body. Let's go. Even if I can get 20 pips or 15 pips, what I'll do is I'll secure a sum just to remove the risk, because I really do think it's early. But I'll be kind of annoyed if it just does what it did yesterday. Boom. Alrighty. Now I can't lose on this one now. Well, I can actually. I'm going to tighten it up a bit. Love it to close above here, because it gives it room for the bottom wick to keep on going up. All right. Gonna break even it, and then hopefully it can survive any little pullback. I'm being super conservative just because of the timing of this. Come on, close above this support. Oh, sorry, close above this little bit so it can act as a support. Did anyone actually, I saw Eddie was able to catch that. Did anyone else here?
I wasn't around.
Yeah, I was literally having lunch. I put in the group in the Discord saying be careful. Basically, like we could see, it would be interesting what happens at 1:30. Man, just smashed it. Yeah, I didn't see that. It wasn't on the calendar this morning when I went through everything. There was nothing here. I only saw it when I was looking at Financial Juice, I think it was. When I read this, read the market wrap, and then it was saying at this one at 8:30 was scheduled to release annual revision to consumer price index. Anything to do with that? That's anything to do consumer price index. Got to watch closely. Sweet. Is anyone in this as well?
Yeah. Yep.
No.
Oh, no.
But with NYSE, can you sometimes expect a pullback for them to get a
Yeah.
better price for a buy as well? So you might get an entry back down in the same zone.
Yeah. Easily, definitely. Definitely can. That's the problem with oh, Chris, he's gone. Come and gone. Stop too tight. Oh yeah. Damn, man, that would have been amazing to have caught that.
It's pretty nuts. We're just sitting here watching it going, oh yeah.
I think
Oh
actually,
yeah.
Actually, take it, did he? He should have.
I jumped in and saw him saying something about bringing stops up. I'm like, what? What's happened?
Man, he's been killing it lately.
Yeah, he's been good. Trying to catch a few sessions with him.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're looking good. What a way to finish the week. So it should be around nearly 30 pips. Nearly, not quite. Now, if it's moving so good, now we don't want NYSE to come and mess things up. So it's like NYSE can just, like, while everything's moving up, NYSE just delay your open.
Yeah, we want that.
We don't need their manipulation to come in. Yeah, so we have to be careful with this zone. Closing inside would be great. Open the doors to get to here. And by that stage, we're looking like we've just done a giant fake out from the bottom. So new 15-minute candle opening. Pull them back a bit. Actually hit this wick. See if that wick is something to hold things up, or if it's just simply reaction. Um, This was this bit. That move's done. Okay. Now we want this to hold. This grey zone.
You think at this point, even if it looks still a good setup for long, to avoid going from this level, because then YSC might pull it back down, or if I'm convinced this is a pullback and I want to go long, is this still a good entry?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it's still not out of the woods if we are going up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was, yeah, the C. Because this was, to me, it's like I'm hoping, I'm basing my idea on this line, and that this was a fake out. But it's a bit ambiguous still, so I prefer to be getting low entries.
So you don't give any credence to the big spike up as any indication of anything.
This one here.
Yeah. Does that give you direction at all, or do you?
Nah, it's new.
Disregard that.
Yeah, a lot. Like, I mean, this was a reaction. to the news, but then it faded out very quickly. So I quite like that they faded it out because it does give it like a negative sentiment. So this is what I'm hoping that it is going to push up from here. But same thing is that anytime I'm looking for a trade, I still would rather be entering like near the lows or near the highs. Not like necessarily getting the low. I like to get the low, but I really don't like taking trades in the middle of the move.
Neither do I.
Because I can find that it could just hold you here for ages. And once you're caught in this, it's like I've been in a washing machine.
Yeah, I think it's also good psychologically to be resisting the urge to get into those trades and then have the satisfaction of taking them properly in the future.
Yeah. Because NYSE, I know NYSE can push it lower if they want to. Hell, it could like go down until London close and before going up. So whilst we're in like, if this is the news candle, and if we're still like underneath here, it's still very dangerous because it technically could just be making lower highs.
Yep.
Damn it! I hope it doesn't come back. At least it's I'll be annoyed if it just touches and goes up, but that's why at least I secured something. I'm hoping that the entry was good enough that it doesn't come back to the entry, but I don't want to leave open risk on this. Let's see if this candle just can hold.
You think if the news is not particularly convincing either way, could it just end up consolidating like this for the rest of the session?
Could do.
Just not really move much.
Could do. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And I guess also because of the talks about rate cuts and stuff like that also means that gold was in a bit of a holding pattern anyway, wasn't it? Like it wasn't really strongly bullish towards the end of the week.
They're waiting for something. At the moment, the Fed policy is holding, so gold is not really finding any real movement. If CPI came out lower than like the actual CPI next week, then I'd think we would be seeing gold push up. These revisions lead into volatility, and government policy. Well, sorry, not government. They're not the government, but Fed speakers are all doing their best to push it down. Yeah, this came all the way back. Damn it. Okay, that's gone. Up and down.
I took my 22 pips and I'm now on a sell.
Are you going to sell?
I am. I think it'll come back down to that New York Open.
Yeah. Because the 4-hour candles, that's suggesting just to look for sells. The 1 hour is even looking for sells. 45 minutes, starting to be a bit of a doji. 30 minutes, pretty bad looking candles. 15 minutes, the only ones that actually give any sort of positivity to it. So the higher time frames are pushing down. We've got NYSE volume now, so I would fully expect they drive down. And then once we're underneath here, the levels aren't as clear, unfortunately.
No.
What about German? German got hit. Yeah, so at the moment the market looks like the price action is suggesting that they didn't look to that CPI too favorably. So is this just trying to create that negative sentiment?
Yes. Come on. Oh, it touched it. Hasn't broken it. Second touch.
Oh, it was a nice move though from here. Okay, it was still 50
yeah.
pips. Still 50 pips. It went from the lows to the highs.
Yep.
Are you sensing a trap, Dave?
I got my trap antenna up, pointing right at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to NYSE now. It's too close.
The next levels I got marked out under that are an Asian low, and a London low, and a 2023.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this box.
Mm. Yep. Goes.
Gotcha. Oh, I should have held it. Fucker. Always the way.
I was waiting for you to say that.
It's alright, I'll take it. I'll take it.
It's a win. We've got a really fascinating trap exit trade pending. It hasn't triggered, but share with you in a moment. It's should be interesting.
Yeah.
Just based on unrealized patterns. Yeah. There's a beautiful covered handle pattern somewhere which didn't eventuate, and I'm pretty sure that's a good trap.
What pair?
Actually, can't find it now. Got too many going on. Actually, I can find it. It's found it really amusing to observe what could have happened. Can't find it. I'll look it up on the group.
Okay.
It just amused me because it was always, when I got coached by Grant Shee, he would always pronounce that in a really amusing way.
Caught a handle. Caught a handle.
A cup of handle.
Yeah.
It's my favorite pattern, a cup of handle. I annotated it accordingly, but it's interesting.
I mean, it's a very popular pattern.
Yeah, this is a classic. Like, it looks, it's pretty. It's not textbook, but it's close, and the handle's forming, and then
Like
it just
this.
drops. Yeah, and then instead of it, so it goes up a bit, but instead of doing that final bit at the top, it just, so it kind of, where are we? So it kind of went like this, and then it went like that, so boom.
Oh yeah.
So it did all this, and then everyone's like, yeah, where we go? It's going up.
So this one.
So here's your yeah.
All right.
You
3.5
can
minutes.
You can see all the disappointment in all the traders as it drops the price and the cup and handled pattern.
This is a cup and handle, I think.
Is it tea or coffee?
Looks like a T to me.
Tea. You would say that in England.
This. I think this is the cup and handle. There's the cup. There's the handle.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the waterline? Meant to be a line where the tea sits in your cup.
That's these bits.
Depends how many sips you've had out of the cup.
Yeah.
A full cup or a empty cup.
Okay, come on. Wish we can be like a simulation, just speed it up.
Yeah. You looking at any others like NAS or anything today?
It was a bit high for me.
Hmm.
It was a bit high, so I'm not too sure about this yet. Like, I would have missed the sales already with that news. Yeah, Russ, we got a buy already. Took a buy on this after this candle. This one here. So hit the little blue line. This blue line here was based on the 30-minute time frame. It's this red candle across here. On the 3-minute, gave a liquidity candle. So entered the buys about here. Secured when price was pushing up here. Brought the stops up, and then eventually, as it was pushing up, brought the stops to break even. Got around 30 odd pips in profit, then it just reversed. So I only got that little first secure, and then the runner got broke even, or got out for at the entry price. And I was hoping, I knew I was really aggressive with how I managed this one because it's NYSE, it was coming up, and I thought I didn't really want to take an entry before, but I was worried about missing it as well, so I thought I'll give it a shot. I just managed aggressively. With a bit of luck, we can just get that push, but wasn't to be. So I'm going to see if we can get buys. I'm not sure, like I don't want to change my bias. I don't want to go from buys looking for sells, because if I was looking for sells, I think I would have got a better entry. And now I'll just be, even if it's just going to be like a little counter trend, hopefully I can take like a counter trend scalp, and that can actually turn into a really nice move. But I'm going to treat it like a counter trend trade, as in like just look to get a few pips, get risk out, and then see if we can make it run. German got hammered. Yeah, it looked like it did. I mean, if I'm reading the news correctly, well, that's the thing. I'm reading this, and this is the headline that's getting put out. But then November and October was actually up. So I feel like this headline's a little bit misleading. So I don't want to jump in for buys. Probably sells is probably the better thing to be doing, but I've already missed the sells. So now I'm going to stick with the bias. Just wait for price action. But I like this area, this 2023. And we've got NYSE here now, but this zone is London low, Asian low. Now we've got some stuff inside of here. What makes it hard though is when we go to like the 15-minute time frame. This is that top of that 30-minute candle that I was saying I was looking for, and then we had clean traffic under here. Now we've got another bearish candle before this up move, so I could get around looking for buys, but if we're retesting the lows here, I'm a little bit nervous of having a big drop, like 50 pips. So I'm not trying to catch the bottom here. But it'd be nice if we can even get us a buy back up to like, say, like this area again.
It's just bounced off a previous 15-minute or half an hour order block as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was this one. This candle. If you use the wicks. Did I draw that, or did you draw that? I think I drew that. Yeah, there's a lot of bearish pressure here. Oh, nice one, TJ. Oh, okay, no problem. Some nice sells you got there.
Yeah, that's a beauty sell.
Watch to see how this 3 minute can close. So I wouldn't mind taking an anticipation entry. I think that's going to be it's going to be risky, it's going to be aggressive, but it's going to give me the best chance of getting a low price. It's either that or wait quite a while for the price action to develop before we can see that push up. I'm seeing this little bit here, maybe on the 1 minutes. If we can start to see something break out of it. Or just simply wait. Oh man.
I was just about to say the 1 minute's looking good and it shoots up. You prick.
Yeah, I'm not going to rush into anything. 3 minute close, nice. Now, can I trust that 3 minute? The first 5 minutes. So what I'm going to wait for is if we're breaking it, if we can, don't want to get caught in this just being a pullback or this being a negation. I don't trust this candle. But if something starts leaving these, I'm going to look for this to at least just trade up to here, get 25 pips, and then see if we can get that full correction. But I want to see something fade out and break that candle. I think if this is truly going to be a push up, I just don't want to take a V-shape entry. I'd rather it try to do this and then it break in that second time with these clean candles. I think that would be a sound idea, but not trying to get the bounce, because most of the time a good move starts with it bounces around a few times. If it does that V shape, it sucks because I'm going to miss it. But if it doesn't. Even if it does something like that, I could get around going a bit more aggressive from this level. Or going in with a small position just to see if it works, but then looking to scale in if it's breaking above here. Hey Jim, how are you? Did you come from Akshay's stream?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Did he crush it? Did he get these buys?
Well, so he bought 2 candles before it went up, just on the fact that it was the last area of liquidity on the 1 and 30, 1
Yeah.
hour and 30 left, and just on the price action, and then it just went through the roof, which obviously no one was expecting. And he got a little bit more on the retest where it went below.
Oh, this down here?
Yeah, but then I think he closed some, I don't think he got hurt. And now he's waiting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got this one from here. Secured some, but then it came back and took out the runner.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just fortunate that he'd taken it. He wasn't expecting it to go up fast, obviously.
That was
But he
amazing.
had last area of liquidity on the 30 and the 1 hour, which is quite well spotted. I didn't see that.
Nice. All right. Eyes peeled here. I think if we get a little pullback before breaking the high, I'm going to give it a shot. Hope it doesn't break out because I was tempted just before. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Come on. Let's fill this area. Trading above this wick now. Didn't get the best entry. But see how like it broke the second time. So price came up. Huge not huge, sorry. Big candle, but then came down. And I was worried about getting the breakout on the first time. Now we're pushing up. Now we've got these clean candles we can hopefully fill just to get 25 pips out as a counter trend. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll secure because I still think there's a good chance. If I was truly counter trending, I would just close in full. But I still think there's a good chance we can push up higher. So I'll close most of it and just leave the runner. But we've got to get see if we can play around in this area. So I don't mind it dipping lower, but I want it to stay closed above here. Close it back below here, then I don't think it's very good to hold.
Would you take another crack from this London Open again? If sorry, New York low?
Yeah, as long as we're above here.
Yeah, okay.
Damn it. This thing, no good. Let's see. I've got my stop loss just underneath here.
Oh, okay.
Because like this could be the first candle. This could just be the retest. From entry. Stop loss is just 20 pips. I hate taking these breakout trades, like breakout ones. Always find it comes back, then I'm like, I always think I don't like holding drawdown like that. But then I realized I could have got such a better position. But then, you know, you don't know the times, it just keeps on going. Doesn't give that pullback.
Yeah.
So do I prefer to have a little bit of exposure and then be able to be in this trade in case it does go? Or is it worth being in there for opportunity, but taking the breakout? Then if it does come down, it hurts. It sucks. Well, just gave back what I made in here. back to square one again. come on, just put me out of my misery or go up. It's funny, the times you just leave it and you walk away and just come back. A lot of the time, it's such a nice feeling when you don't have to sit through all of this and you come back and like the trade, or you get the alert that price is hit.
Yeah.
Now, the times that I'll have done that and then price is gone up and then I move it to break even, and then later on I see that my alert's been hit so many times, I'll look and price is gone and just tagged me out first before hitting the alert. But then when you're watching it, when you're on the trade, you're always curious to see what is happening, because your alert hasn't gone off and you've still got open risk, so I pay a bit more attention to checking it, but I can truly switch off when it's at break even. But then when I do go and have a look, so many times it's just literally to the pip, taking me out first before going.
Yeah, right. Catch
I think
22.
that book, Trading in the Zone, has some good lessons about that. So talking about this idea that if you're willing to accept a degree of risk, then you can you can just say, well, that's the risk, and you can still theoretically walk away and allow that risk to still be there without being too worried about it.
Yeah, I think it's just curious about the result as well. Like like the risk is were we wrong or were we right? And I find like my risk, I'm not too worried about the risk side of things. It's the unknown. Is it still
I
going?
guess what I mean about the idea of bringing it to break even in order to alleviate any concerns about the risk of using it.
Yeah, that's
But if
true.
you've already accepted the fact that there is a degree of risk and it's always uncertain, then you can be like the fact like, no, whether I win or lose, that's fine, because that's part of the deal, and be okay leaving it with some risk, because if you can
That part I haven't
risk
accepted.
up, it's hard.
Yeah, it is super hard because you're always told risk management. If you can get risk out, it's better. Save your account like for another day.
Sure. But I guess he's talking in terms of probability, and if you're accepting the fact that there may be a winning trade, a losing trade, if this is a losing trade, that's part of the deal. That's a probability, and that's okay.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree that more times if I just never touch the stop loss at all, would be better off. We're doing more losses, more full losses, but also a lot more full wins.
Oh, here we go.
Nearly at my entry again. Okay, what have we got? 4 minutes. 4-minute candle looks good. If we can just close above some resistances. We've got the wicks on the lower time frames. We're still making lower highs, unfortunately, and the higher time frames are still very much so to the downside. But if we can just start getting like some of these candles at least closing bullish. Got a little 15-minute doji, so we took the low of the doji. If we can close above here, and then at least like if we can close above here as well, then I'd say that this is starting to look a bit more like a fake out, and then we go up. Little by little, this could turn. See if there's any headlines, any speakers. Oh,
Netanyahu, man, that guy's a problem.
yeah. No, but this,
he was apparently, didn't Hamas just come back saying, "Oh, let's talk ceasefire," and he's like, "Fuck that! I'm not doing ceasefire. I'm going to smash you." It's like, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's diplomatic, isn't it?
I reckon that's exactly how he said it too, dude.
Well, like what a
Word for word.
The idea of flattening into the ground and destroying them. It's like that's like A, it's probably not going to happen that way, and B, what kind of statesman are you? You know, it's just shit.
Yeah, yeah, he was angry. He's angry,
Really
all right.
shits me. Yeah, but that's why the world gets fucked. You get angry men just chucking tantrums, and yeah, you can't do that to me. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, gee, it's like being in the playground.
Yeah, I've got YouTube running, so it's PG.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'll tone down the rhetoric.
So this is, I mean, seriously though, if this is indeed going on, if they're there, this could be bullish for gold.
Yeah, that'll send gold up for sure.
Yeah, let's see. But it came out. It did come out 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
Come on, push.
You need to do some non-YouTube ones so we can all swear and get cranky.
Yeah, I could end it.
You got to warn us, mate. We forget.
I know. I need to remember to calm down a bit.
Gold. Literally.
Come on, push.
Oh, it's thinking about it. Come on.
Damn. Catch it, Dave. Yeah, it's slow going. We've been here for the best part now, just watching this. Half an hour now of just going sideways in 20 pip range. I was pretty keen on NAS, but I missed it. I missed the jump.
I refuse to look at anything else other than gold and German.
I was pretty focused on gold. As my alert went off.
Yeah, right. That's some decent moves too, isn't it?
Yeah, on the phone, but I was just too focused. Okay, well, YouTube, I'm gonna keep the Zoom running. YouTube, I'm gonna end it so Dave can start swearing. Okay, have a great weekend, YouTube. Hopefully this is keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. I'd really like to see this move. Really like to see it. So survived by literally the barest of margins. I don't want to close it though. I feel like I've done all that work holding that drawdown, and then just to close it, break even, will be the time flies. So just gonna let it do its thing. But best of luck. I'll see you guys later on. Okay. Zoom, stay on. I'm not finishing. Just YouTube.
Cool.